Alright, so we have another episode here. I'm a little sick, so I think during the game I'm going to put it on mute for me and just kind of let you guys enjoy the game because my throat is killing me. But let's look at our breakout to start the game. It is Bobby Brown, the man we traded for or acquired. Less than 100 rushing yards or get Bobby Brown. That should be freaking easy. Going up against Joe Mixon. I mean, he's a good running back. But I think we got him. Greg Watkins. Miles Hudson would be a nice pickup. Just a defensive tackle, get that presence in there, but hopefully Bobby Brown develops and quick. You know what? We're going to go defend the short, even though we want to get Bobby Brown, but at the same time, we're more interested in winning this game. And we're going to throw it. We're going to run it outside. I do want to check my depth chart before I go into this game because there was a few things I thought I saw, but I just want to make sure with my depth chart at receiver. Bobby Brown, look at that. I think power rusher would be good. No, run stuffer would be good. Speed. Trey Norwood will do zone as a free safety. +3 zone coverage, nice. And Minka Fitzpatrick. We're going to also put you in a zone. Okay, so the depth chart I was talking about. Okay, no, it's all set. It's all set. So as we get into this game, like I said, I think I'm just going on mute and letting it run its own course. I'm just not feeling too good right now, so talking is really killing me. So, hopefully, Tua can shine in this game, but we'll find out all together. I'll let the game take over now.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And no Allen to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for Mixon last week, 24 carries, 129 yards, and he threw a touchdown in there for good measure. From the 22, Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Joe Mixon. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's the tight end Hurst with it. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Burrow will throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. This is Mixon on the draw. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's kind of like clockwork right now for them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 17 carries, 54 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua. And this is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complementary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. On second down, here's Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they go to work on a first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. Room past the 20. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. He can't get him down. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Muscles him off. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. To a hit, and the ball is out. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bobby Brown on the tackle. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is good. He just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Tua now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Tua's throw complete there to Johnson. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Tua going to throw. And it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to a field goal. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. On the return is Hines. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
And now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And Burrow going to throw again. Got a man open. It's Chase. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 39, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Tua. And the catch made by Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
third down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Third and 2, now Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
There we go.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mixon with a first down carry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. On first down, Mixon. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Mixon trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Mixon again.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Tua sets up to pass it.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this one to Boyd. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 42. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And partner, the tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. They're giving the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal.
Touchdown, Bengals! Ja'Marr Chase with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. On first down, Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Tua's throw complete there to Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Tua to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Tagovailoa. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now the Steelers Down 28-21. And time, a huge factor. Here's Tua. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati will give them the season sweep 2-zip. Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. He finds his man Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Tua finding Harris over the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone.